Hi guys, Rus is here from Alpha Herb. We are continuing our conversations how to last longer, and the topic of today's conversation is relaxation. Relaxation is an extremely important part of our being. For me, it was quite surprising to hear that in Indian teachings, ancient Indian teachings, in yoga, one of the most important pose or asana, as they say, was shavasana or relaxation. This is a pose when you just lie down on your back and relax your body consciously. After years of own practice, various studying, learning about health and diet, and so on and so forth, I realized why this is so important. And I hope you would understand that too by the end of this sharing. So, one of the reasons we come early is because our body is tensed. And to be more specific, our muscles in the body are tensed. But it's not a mere or isolated tenseness of the muscles. Muscles are guided and directed by your brain. So if your muscles are tensed, it means that your brain sends a signal to that muscle to become tensed. What is important here, this is a two-way communication. It's not only mind-muscle connection, it's also muscle-mind connection. So if, for example, your muscle remains tensed even though you think that you are relaxed by yourself, nothing bothers you, you are not worried, tensed muscle sends a signal to your brain that something is not right, and brain starts to be alerted and tensed as well, you may say so. This is why when either for some reasons your muscles, for our topic we are talking about pelvic floor muscles, your pelvic floor muscles are tensed, your mind thinks that something is not right. Should I be worried? Or when we have the other way around, when mind is concerned, when you are with a new girl and you get, I would say, this not superficial, but on the trigger for alertness on the surface, so you can directly see where the trigger is coming from. And there are other triggers which are deep in subconscious. For example, fear of being caught, fears that were implanted in your subconscious a long time ago, especially during your childhood or when you were growing up. Now, when you are in this state of being tensed, be it in the muscles or in the brain or in both, obviously when you are in the act of sex, what the intention of your body and mind is, since you are in a stress, intense state, the body wants or thinks first that there is a danger, so you need to finish as soon as possible and run. That's what's happening. And we need to go away from this state. To do that, you may use several techniques that I will share now. And before I share them, I offer you to bring your awareness to the state of your pelvic floor muscles, to this and to the state of your butts, glutes, and to the state of your thighs, legs, when, for example, you are standing and cleaning your teeth, or you stand somewhere else. Just stop for a second doing anything you do and internalize yourself and bring your attention to your, for example, butts, and ask yourself, do I feel anything there? And try to consciously send a signal of relaxation, even if you don't feel that there is any tension there. Do it several times, because you may not even feel or understand if there was any change when you sent that impulse of relaxation. But if you notice that, I would congratulate you, because you have just brought your awareness and spotted the problem that was hidden and was causing a lot of problems for you. Speaking about the problems, if you would not spot this tenseness, imagine what would happen with your prostate and your pelvic floor area in 10 or 20 or 30 years, when your muscles are contracted, the blood flow is not normal. There is not enough blood supply to your organs, to your cellular cells in your muscles, and lack of nutrition would lead to inflammations and even more dangerous consequences, which we will not talk about here. All right, so bring your awareness during a day when you do something like tooth cleaning, and check whether your muscles are tensed. And do that regularly, every day. Now, some of the techniques for you to help in your improvement of awareness and relaxation. First, I would give a couple of general techniques for you. The first one is Yoga Nidra. This is a way when you listen guided meditation, a guide who tells you where to direct your attention. For example, bring your attention to your forehead, to your nose, to your shoulders, to your chest, and so on and so forth. There are a lot of guided Yoga Nidra meditations on YouTube. Just search for Yoga Nidra. You can pick a very short, like 10-minute Yoga Nidra session and do that. I assure you, once you get into it, you will feel so energized and, I wouldn't say relaxed, but calmed down and you would feel more energy after you do those very short sessions. So that method would help you to let your muscles in the body to learn how to relax. Then Another technique is doing meditations. I spoke about various types of meditations, very simple meditation to increase your awareness in previous videos. The idea is you sit or lie down and just try to let go of any thoughts. Or you would, on the contrary, start concentrating on something. Like, for example, you would start concentrating on your pelvic floor. And the exact technique here that you may use is breathing, what they call breathing through your pelvic floor or breathing through your testicles. Essentially what you're doing, you, with each breath, when you breathe in, for example, and then breath out, and you imagine as if that breath flow goes through your testicles or pelvic floor, and that way you take this breathing sequence and tie it or allow yourself to stay concentrated on that area that you are breathing through. And while you're concentrating on this area, you are essentially relaxing that area. Another technique is a short sleep during a day, napping. If yoga nidra is not your cup of tea or meditation is too complicated for you, just make time for yourself during a day, if possible, of course, to do a nap. You can do this nap lying down on your back, or if, for example, you are in the office or working somewhere and lying down is not possible, you can do it in a seated position too. Find yourself a quiet space, sit on a chair, if you can recline it, and then put a timer on your phone for 10 minutes. Turn off all the notifications or put your phone in the flight mode, and tell yourself that you would not stand up and will not do anything until you hear the clock bell. And in that state, just try to take a nap. Okay? Now, the second part of tips is about increasing consciousness of your muscles during a day. And here I would like to, for the sake of the length of this video, I would like to make another recording when I will speak about those as well, because we are already over 10 minutes and I want to keep everything short. I hope the whole idea of the reason why you need to learn to relax your muscles and your mind as well is more or less clear. So that's all for today. Until next time, Rus.